welcome. Quick check here. All right, we're good. Make sure you always got to check the audio source, the video source. I want to say hello to everybody. This is Beard Advice Live every single Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Even if we're in somewhere like the Dominican Republic, possibly in a few weeks, we'll have a remote show. My name's Dan. This is the Mayor. Mayor, how you doing?
I'm doing great, guys. We're wrapping up a school year in my day job, and it is a crazy time, but I always have my Wednesday nights on Beard Advice Live. I always have the chat, and we have guys looking for help, and this is, I say it every week, but I love getting to do this.
Yeah, and we're wrapping up my former job. That's kind of the crazy thing. As of Saturday, we'll be 100% content creator, self-employed. I always start the day with a question in all my classes, and my question today was, in the future, when you're working, would you rather work for home or work in a building? You gotta pick one or the other. And I was like, yes, this is coming from my life. I'm transitioning from 12 years of having a building to not having any like headquarters. Then I also asked them to raise a hand for how many of them have a parent that has shifted from mainly being in work to mainly being at home. And it was 3/4 of every class. Huge change.
I was going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So it's the first day that would normally be the first day of summer break, but it's really your first day as a full-time content creator. Do you get up at a certain time? Are you going to have a schedule? I
have super young kids, so I don't really have a choice.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, my kids have never slept. We don't let them come down before 7 o'clock, but they've never slept after 7 o'clock. So yes, I will have a schedule.
You'll be there.
Yep. So I'll be getting that going. I'll be flexible, but also kind of for Sam's peace of mind, I'll have a schedule. It's easier for her if I say, hey, I'm going to work, I'm going downstairs, and making it happen. So it will be good. But welcome everybody that's in here right now. Good to see some familiar faces and new faces. Puzzly Beard, Sarah, Chris, Austin, Mike. Welcome you guys. This is Beard Advice Live. Mayor, what is the meat and potatoes of this show? What is the basis of what we have been doing here for 87 weeks in a row?
Well, basically, like it sounds, guys will have questions on how to style, how to take care of, how to trim, how to get a look for their beard, and they will typically send in a front picture, a side picture to beardadvicelive@gmail.com, and they will give us some highlight questions. Then we take it from there. We get back to them. We tell them when they're going to be on. We say, come on, chat. The chat helps us out, and we give our honest feedback on what we think they should do. Yeah,
so it's kind of like threefold here. We have people that are tuning in the show to specifically get help. We have a lot of people tuning in the show to offer help because we want your guys' advice. We want your perspective in the chat from the lens of respect, of course. And then we also have that third angle where people just like to learn about beards. They want to hear information. They want to see beards and think about perspective. And it's not a new thing, but a more focused thing is we do have a segment in the middle of the show that is dedicated for you guys asking any beard-related questions. You have the Mayor who has his own show on Sunday nights, but that's beyond bearded. That's everything that comes with being a man that is not just specifically about beards. So if you have beard questions for him, this is the show. This is the platform to get it out there, but also me, of course. So we've got a lot going on. And on top of that, we do have some traditions and new wrinkles. This is like new with old and classic kind of mixed in. Mayor, hit them with the traditions that we have.
Strangely enough, we enjoy. I'm gonna start different. We have beef jerky typically, and it's been going on the whole time, more or less. We've always
from our like previous versions of this show,
and we also drink pop or soda. For those of you out east,
we respect you.
But typically Mountain Dew. However, tonight we get, and every once in a while, one of our generous viewers will say, hey, there's something in my area that I know is not available nationwide or even worldwide sometimes.
Yeah.
And they send it to us. And that's the case tonight.
So we have from our buddy Shade, we have peach. How do you say this?
Knee-high.
Knee-high? Okay. Now, I did not know what to expect. And I told the Mayor, I thought this was going to be more of like a peach color, and it's not. If I were to see this without a label, I'd think this was like strawberry. Now, have you had this?
No, but I just had a little bit of apoplexy when I saw the calorie count. It's the highest I've ever seen for a single bottle of pop.
Okay.
It's in the threes.
Wow, we're in the triple dig with that 310. goodness. All right, is sugar, so sugar usually is around like 45. I would have 40 to 60. This Mountain Dew, this one's 77. So, I'm thinking of a can. So yeah, usually around a can. Here's 80. Yeah, this is like the worst health beverage I've ever seen. So, but we do this in moderation. I had a spicy dinner tonight. I almost always like to have pop with a spicy dinner. Sam said, "What pop do you want?" I said, "No pop," because we're drinking it here tonight, and I did not drink pop during dinner. With everything in life, it's about moderation, right? Do it wisely, and this is our treat. So,
it's our dessert tonight.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to it all night. And the jerky that we have, we're going to be rocking this for probably this week, next week at least, and then we got vacations, so we got to probably hit it before then. The classic Hunter sausage, one of the very best, like, treats I could ever have.
Great flavor, great texture, good heat, just... the trio.
So good. And Sarah has a question. Do we like Jack Link's jerky? I got some of that wild heat that she's going to try tonight. We have had that on the show. Do you remember?
Yeah, it's actually pretty hot.
Yeah, it would surprise us because generally those like kind of like chain or national widespread hot ones aren't really hot.
Because they want to sell to everyone. They want people to...
Yeah.
They want to be too hot.
Okay. Ken said, "I'm going to send you some Aloha Sun. It's all sugar." Okay. And I, for one, prefer like sugar over like artificial sweeteners and all that stuff. If I'm gonna drink it, if I'm gonna consume it, just give me the real stuff.
Logically, it would seem to some extent your body would understand how to process sugar better than things that aren't nature. Natural.
Exactly. Someone linked me some jerky. Hey, if you guys know some good links or some good jerky brands, put at Baby Cheeks and then let him know. This is Dearborn brand. Hot, classic Hunter sausage. But everything we've had from Dearborn's been really good.
It has, but sometimes we thought we had this again, and it wasn't the right thing.
Correct. And our expectations were off. For dinner, we actually had one of my very favorite dinners. This shows you my level of fancy. It is a box dinner from Walmart, and it's gluten-free buffalo, like cheesy buffalo chicken. So you just make the chicken on the side, and then it's like a cheesy buffalo with noodles. It's spicy. So just to give it to you, my birthday, which was last month, right? Almost a month ago exactly, Sam's like, "What do you want for your birthday? Crab legs, lobster, steak?" I said I wanted the buffalo cheesy chicken.
No way.
Yeah, that was my pick for my birthday. So I'm not fancy, but I really, really, really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. Would you like something from Greece to drink? Absolutely. As long as it's a pop, a soda, a whatever you call like your dessert beverages.
Yeah, carbonated.
Yes. Yeah, carbonated. Not really interested in anything else other than that, especially on a Wednesday night. But if you have like a pop that's from over there, we would love that. Yeah, for sure.
Anything that, that's the flavors are, like cultural flavors are regional, what people like in certain areas are different. So yeah, that'd be amazing.
Marshall, absolutely. Belle Isle from Detroit Grooming is what I use on sunburn. It is like developed to penetrate through 3 layers of skin and all this amazing stuff. A lot of people used it on their baby's diaper rash. Sam uses it on her lips as like a chapstick. So yeah, for sure you can get some that are right. Chris, shout out to your dad's birthday. Happy birthday out there. So awesome. My goal is to smash as many of these hot sticks tonight as possible. I didn't have any snack before the show or anything, so I'm very, very excited for this one, you guys. So
I like that goal. Yeah,
because I haven't been eating as much jerky lately, and I need to get that fill. I leave like I should have did more. I should have ate more. So yeah, I'm excited about that, and we'll get into the show here. But yeah, guys, we have 2 days left of our middle school year.
Tomorrow's our last day in the building together.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Cedar Point.
Yep, and tomorrow's kind of a wild schedule with this and that, and then Friday, 8th graders go to Cedar Point. We go to the beach. So we got a lot going on right now, and again, thank you to everybody that's in here right now. I see Rob's in here, Car Bomb, Daniel, hello everybody, Devin, welcome. Whoa, Shaky Billy says I got a dry bite by a snake with a small puncture wound. Should be leaving soon. Wow, what is a dry bite?
Probably
no venom.
To no venom.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, get better, buddy. Hey, Jay, welcome to the team, man. Go blue, go blue. We had a nice commit today for football, 4-star wide receiver. Not that commitments mean anything in the new transfer portal and stuff. means absolutely nothing. And then I saw that team to the south of us, located in Columbus, they had a booster meeting, and they said that it was going to require $13 million additional from boosters to be able to hold on to their starting lineup because of the new NIT deals.
Well,
dang.
Maybe that'll even the field. I don't know.
Oh, it's not going to even the field.
It's going to be the has and the have-nots.
Yeah, the NIT, and I'm bittersweet on the, and we're only going to touch on this for a second, but I'm bittersweet on the NIT deal. If you guys don't know what that is, that's name, image, and whatever the T is. Name, image, likeness, trademark. Essentially, before last year, college athletes could not make money off of their name, which is absurd.
Yeah,
here's a couple
insane.
examples. There's a basketball player and a football player that were college players, and they also had a YouTube channel. They went to monetize, and NCAA said, you need to either pick making money on YouTube or pick college. They both left, and they're both now disgustingly rich, T-Joss, and then destroying. But how crazy, you couldn't make money off your own name when you were in college. Now players can make money off their names. But what it's doing is it's allowing people to influence the recruitment, influence the teams. And here's an example. The best wide receiver in the nation, arguably, played for Pitt last year, and he was not eligible to go in the draft. Well, he is transferring to USC. They gave him a $3.5 million NIT deal. Well, the arguably best wide receiver in the NFL draft who went to the Lions, he received his first year contract for $3.2 million. So the first round draft pick wide receiver from Alabama is making less playing for the Detroit Lions than this kid is playing for the USC Trojans. So it is really going to widen the gap between the very powerful schools and the not powerful schools. But name, image, likeness, there it is. Yeah. NIL, yeah, not NIT. That's the basketball tournament.
Not-invited tournament.
Yeah, the not-invited tournament. Yeah, NIL. Thank you. I said it right, but the letters were off. So I'm torn because I want the players to make their money. I'm for everybody making money. I want you all to make money doing what you love. I'm assuming these players love playing football, but I also don't want to see I don't even want to see Michigan being benefited because of this money. I don't want to see Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, USC every year, right? I'm. It's tough on that one. I saw a Destroying Story. Yeah, he's really, really inspirational, for sure. Desmond Howard about not getting paid for the post. Right. How much money has college football made off of his Heisman pose?
That's the iconic college football pose.
That's him. That's crazy. And yeah, there's so much money. So much money. So, yeah, it is bittersweet, man. It really, really is. That's exactly it, Tyler. But, all right, I digress. Shall we hop in?
Let's go.
Okay.
LETSGO. You're going to try first. You're going to try while I read.
Okay. All right. Oh, we got the pop to try.
Right.
All right. We do need to dedicate I think we got to dedicate the react. When it's a new thing, we got to dedicate it full screen to this.
And while you're taking a drink, I'm just going to tell you how much I enjoyed the blue brick background.
Ooh,
I thought that was that may be one of the best picks of 2022 for our slideshow background. We get into the little details here, guys.
Yeah. And then, yeah, also, I'll react. What about all the players that had all of their accolades stripped because they were paid like Reggie Bush? Okay. So the first thing that strikes me is it's very good. I like peach flavor. It's definitely peach flavor, reminiscent of those peach rings, which I was hoping for. Not a crazy amount of carbonation, which I guessed by looking at it. But it's really sweet. It's really enjoyable. I'm going to give it a rating in a minute here. Shade, thank you for sending this in. I know he's out there right now. He gave it a 10 out of 10, and he said, I think it will be for you as well. So what are your thoughts? And then if you have a ranking, hit the ranking.
You know what? The peachiness surprises me because it's actually well done. It's not like...
It's not cough syrup.
It's not crazy, gross.
Yeah.
I missed a little bit of the bubble
Yep.
But it's a 9 for me, for sure. It's super enjoyable.
9. Yep. I really like this. I'm going to enjoy this tonight. We were both worried it was going to be too sweet. We thought it might be too cough syrupy that way. It's nice. So, again, if you guys had this my first time ever trying, I've never seen it up here.
No.
Yeah. This is not something that is common that's up in this area. And yeah, I don't think we've even said this yet. So thank you guys. Please consider hitting that thumbs up right now if you don't mind. But thanks for coming in, Joe T, Bomba Beard, everybody that's in there. Please consider hitting that thumbs up. We got probably about 50 of you right now that haven't hit it yet. So if you could do that, that would be fantastic. All right. Yeah, we'll get this shade. Thank you, man. It is really good. Not what I expected in a pleasant way. Okay. June 8th.
Here we are.
June 8th, man. That is absolutely
Dude.
crazy.
How?
Tyler, no, we have not. I believe you offered to the mayor, if I remember correctly, and we said somebody else was sending it in. I haven't heard from the other person, and we haven't received it, so we may have to take you up on that offer.
He did send us other stuff.
Yeah, that is true.
Of course.
Yep, right. So we have not. We're gonna make that happen at some point. It's just, it's gonna happen for sure.
Yeah, information.
Yep. All right, let's see who we got here for the first one, you guys. Okay. All right. We got a question section, but this one seems like it is time sensitive.
On the other times, though, you do star them. If you see them coming in the chat, we prefer them all in that time frame, but we're not going to throw them away.
Yeah, this is a time sensitive one, though. Help! How do I get my girl on board with me keeping my mustache over my lip? I feel it completes the epic beard look, but she hates it. Great question. Guys and girls in the chat, especially the ladies, if you have perspective on this, Sarah, anyone else that's out there, drop a comment. The mayor and I both have lady significant others, and Sam is not a huge fan of the big mustache either.
Not kidding, yeah.
What's your perspective? How is Betsy with the mustache, and what would be your advice for Brandon?
First of all, as far as things you can do, my wife is the same. She, doesn't love kissing a full over the lip mustache. It's not her favorite. She would prefer the other way. I would say, on one hand, remember to always really get conditioner in and oil, and make sure you're getting product into the mustache. Sometimes I know when I first was starting, forgot about the mustache. Would get all this area, and so you can soften a little bit. Second thing, I would suggest maybe you could trim it up once in a while, let it go back, depending on how much you're kissing though, and how much that's your world. And I had a third thing, but I'm gonna let you kind of go because
it's a tough one, and Michael has a point here, but there is a very slippery slope on this. And Michael says, "What's more important, your wife's happiness, or you looking epic?" And he's putting "epic" in quotes, almost in a condescending way. Hopefully not, but that's usually how that would come across. It's a very slippery slope, right? We could flip the question and say, well, shouldn't your wife's happiness be based on your confidence in your happiness, right? Shouldn't your wife be happy that you look the way you want to, that you're confident in the way you want to? So we could play that push and pull game all night, because I think in a true relationship, right, you should honor what the other person wants, right? If Sam wants to chop her hair off and go super short, do I think that's the best look for her? No. But would I complain? Would I stop her? No, I wouldn't. If that's what made her happy, I would encourage her to do that, even though I didn't think it was the best. Now, there is a different angle with the mustache because it involves kissing and having that touch and that texture with that. So there is a slight difference there. My advice would be to find middle ground, right? For me, I would actually prefer to have my mustache a little bit bigger than this. But I do trim it up a little bit, but it's still a super full mustache. And I expressed to her why I have the mustache, why I like the mustache, and we kind of find this middle ground,
The thing I was gonna say is that yes, maybe she doesn't. Maybe it's a little bit more annoying to kiss me, but I was thinking about the reel I did the other day about that guy that she could kiss easily 3 years ago versus who I am now. There's a lot of upside in my specific case. Or just the overall look, I feel like it looks better and more attractive.
I do too. I genuinely believe a full mustache looks better. Flowers is a good call. Daniel C's on the same page with Daniel C. He says, and Daniel actually emailed me. When he first came in the streams, people thought he was fake. Thought he might have been a troll. That's his real name. But not gonna say his last name, of course. Compromise, I think, is the answer there. I think that is absolutely the key. I don't know if you go with Ken's advice of telling her she's wrong. It works every time, 70% of the time. So yeah, that is that is a good one. And it comes down to perspective. Whenever the issue comes up, I feel blessed if they tell you that is good. Yeah. Your wife should compromise. Bigger beard has the right of way. All right. So here's from Sarah. So Austin has a mustache and it's gotten longer and I don't mind it. Sometimes it gets in the way of smooches, but it's not that bad. I love his big, beautiful beard, so I deal with it. Okay, good.
Right.
Good perspective there.
Thank you, Sarah.
I'd say the nature of the length of the relationship dictates the answer. Very true. New relationship, good perspective. Good perspective. I think the longer I've gone and grown, she's gotten used to it. So time could be an aspect of that as well. Yeah, time could be an aspect for sure. All right, here's Ellie. Explain to her how it makes you feel to have it. Agreed fully.
Communicate.
Yeah, she can learn to love it and will grow on some sort of thing. Yep, absolutely. Your happiness is important, and it's important that she should be understanding. Yes, thank you, Ellie. That articulates what I was kind of saying there really, really well. Really well. All right. Oh yeah. All right. So guys, we do have a segment for questions. So I'm gonna start that. We'll keep them going, and yeah, we will get all the questions. Sarah says, Ellie, I agree with you, girl. Those were fantastic answers. Yep, fantastic answers. All right, guys. So we can get to the advice. If you have questions, we do have a segment dedicated to questions, so hold on to those if you can. We have a couple started and saved, but that was an awesome one that I thought could be addressed right away.
This is Brandon F. I just hit my year today, and I want to do a maintenance trim soon. I'm sending pics from all angles as well as beard goal, and would like your thoughts on if it's realistic and doable. All of my lines are natural. I did notice from the front of my left side is my front of my left side is a little longer than my right after the pics. My beard goal is Eric with an A.
Whoop whoop.
From Beard Octane. My beard is naturally curly and wavy like this, but nowhere like his, but nowhere near as thick. Just wondering if you think that is achievable with what I have now. I wash and condition daily. I use oil, wait 10 minutes, then straighten my sideburns and mustache with a heated brush, and afterwards I use my hairdryer to blow out my beard and tame it a bit. I find using my heated brush all over causes me to lose a lot of volume. Any advice on trimming, getting to my beard goal, and just the overall look of my beard would be appreciated. I will be at work when the show airs, but we'll catch it afterwards. Thank you all so much.
He's a liar. He is here. Brandon says, that's me. And then Scott backs it up and says, that's him. Have you guys heard that soundbite? You are not him. Have you heard that one?
I don't know. No.
There's this lady at a bowling alley. There's this YouTube prank guy who like pranks people. And she's like having an argument with him, and she like insinuates he's not Jesus, and it like has blown up as this huge like viral moment of you are not him. So that's Brandon. Brandon, shout out to you, my man. Some positive vibes. He had unfortunately lost a family member today, so we're thinking about you. And my mother-in-law right here is still currently in the hospital. So Gigi, as we call her in this house, I hope you're getting better. Hope they're treating you well. And hopefully you'll be out soon to see the kids, give Violet a big hug and kiss.
It takes the time it takes with those things, though. You know, however, it takes what it takes to get, ready to go.
Absolutely. And yeah, so Brandon is addressing it there. Thoughts and prayers there for anybody, meditation, any vibes that you guys send out. And I will say, Brandon shared that his grandmother was 102, turning 103.
That's all.
One more time, 102, turning 103. And I told him, hey, that sounds like a life that is worth absolutely celebrating and really honoring that legacy. That's huge. 102 years old.
So before we go over to the picture, we have to acknowledge this moment of Eric with an A.
Yeah.
He does have a good beard.
Great beard.
I mean, like it's pronounced, and it's always, when I see him at least, set up, good to go.
Yes. Yeah, very full, very dense, but very unique texture. His beard it's dense to the point where you didn't think he used heat, that it was almost like kind of like that like curly one, but he does use heat. So there we go. All right, let's see what we got for Brandon here. And we do have 2 slides, guys. And Brandon, congrats on the year, right? He said he finished the year in there. Or if it wasn't, he said it in, I just hit my year. Yep, congratulations, Brandon. So awesome beard, man. This dude committed. Remember, a true year is no trimming on the bottom, no like real maintenance to it other than taking care of your beard, not trimming, not shaving, not lining it up. Man, that is awesome. And I will say, like the year does not fit my approach. But it is so fun to work with after you hit the year because it's like you grew past your goal. You grew this massive like canvas and we get to work with it. Now these pictures are with styling. So this is with styling, with heat. Now we have a second picture here, and this is the one on the first for reference. This is when he does not use styling or heat, and he said that it more closely resembles his gold beard, which is Eric with an A, and he did pick this picture. It was not me, you guys. He picked this picture to send in with Eric's beard, and he just essentially wants advice on how does he get there? What should he do? And we got kind of a loaded advice segment here because not only do we want to help him get to the goal, but we've got a tough kind of world decision to make of between styled and unstyled. And I would love to hear you guys' thoughts in the chat right now, and I'll kind of get it started. Got the bald and bearded. Actually, super similar mustaches. Brandon, you keep growing that mustache. I think you'll have one similar to Eric's. For me, one thing that I do notice as like an immediate difference, and I can speak on this because I'm the king of it, Eric's ears stick out way farther than yours. Way, way farther. And that is something that is very relevant because when you're coming from a bald head, his ears give that like jet out. When we're looking at you straight on, you barely see ears if at all. So the first thing that comes out of that profile is the hair on this unstyled one. And I am not a fan of this look on this side here. It's like you go from this really well-balanced shaved head to boom, like beard explosion. And I don't know if there would be a way to like transition into this style. So for me personally, I would work from this styled one. I think that the styled beard is gonna look really good. I think it's a slight shift away from Eric's beard. All I would do here is I would do your transparency trim and shape it up, and it's gonna look really nice. It's almost like a grown out mare beard, like a little bit longer than where the mare's style is at. So I would go somewhere in this range here. However, I am not the most set in stone on my recommendation. When usually I'm like, this is what you do, this is where it's at there. For me personally, I don't love this big jetting out, and I don't know how to find where you would transition that.
It made me think of your recent video. There was the technique on the sides with the heated brush, and then doing blow dryer for the volume. But I kind of defer to you on trying to get out to that big level beard. I don't know if could you style the sides and leave the volume into the beard itself and see what that looked like? I
don't think so. Because
then I'm gonna say the styled is the way to go.
And then here's the reason. Look at the beard here, right, with that transition. So imagine having this beard texture on the side and then working in this. How would you transfer to that, because they are way out here.
You have to be really good at it.
Or you have to like trim it way down, but then where does it transition into the beard? I have a trouble with that. I would work from that styled one, but me not being sure is a good thing. That means that there's options out there. That means that it's not just completely set in stone. So let's see what some people are saying in the chat. All right, so Dan S is kind of the same page, says fade those sideburns, keep growing. Okay. All right. I would strongly either way encourage lining up the bottom. You agree with that?
100%.
Okay. So how hot is the heat? Yeah, maybe it is like a balance there. Cameron's right, kind of thinking of towards your angle, meeting in the middle. Maybe just adjust the heat. Maybe not so much on the heat. That could be the way to go. Yeah, that could be the way to go. Then people are on your side too, trying the sides only. And I just want you guys to think about, where does it stop? Where do you transition that one? Oh, man, this is a tough one. I'm so glad you sent in, Brandon. We got a lot of options.
Seeing a few of these things,
Yeah, I agree for sure. That's the fun thing is you can play with these things before making a drastic decision.
But I just my last thing to add, Brandon, is that with your styled pictures, you could easily chisel into a really nice shaped beard too.
Yeah, if we want to talk about a professional beard, one that formerly known as like a business beard, one that's really tidy and tight, you could pull that off super well. Something, like I said, along the lines of the mare's beard, you could do that really, really well. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate that. Yeah, that is awesome.
And the reason we say that, Brandon, is the density, that you could just almost like a shrubbery, like.
Yeah, yep. Jay does not blow out or does not use heat on his beard. He wants it similar to Eric's. Yeah, that's the wild thing is Eric does use heat on his beard. Yeah, so he does.
He's a strange one.
The natural looks fine, but maybe fade the sides down a bit. Yeah, we got some options here. Brandon, if you have some feedback or anything that you want to add on, let us know here. What about doing everything in the first pick, but then doing a blowout at the end? Yeah, so here's Brandon's feedback. I've used heat all over and it goes flat. Yeah, so we gotta be conscious of that too, because I do think if it was like too much of a blowout beard, it's gonna be too thin.
And again, the question is what temperature, just to be sure, because if you're hitting 360, 380, yeah, of course, everything's gonna just flatten out. But if you're talking, you tried it at 300 and it was, then yeah, maybe it's just the way your hair responds.
Shade, thank you, man. We gave you a shout out earlier. We were surprised at how well done the peachness was. It's not like too syrupy or too fake tasting. Really good. Not the most carbonation, which we're not used to. That's interesting because like when we've gotten stuff like cherry wine from Shade, it was the most carbonated I've ever had. Then we've had other ones that haven't been that carbonated. Shade, we both, even before either of us say anything, we both gave it a 9. I know you got the 10 on there. Really, really like it. Yeah, I would go with a 9. My net is in and out as I'm driving home. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's see if we got any other one. The first pick is with the blowout. Okay, so this is the result of a blowout. Okay, all right. And then this is no styling at all. Here's my final advice, Brandon, and I feel good about this one. You want something that you can duplicate. You want something that you can be confident in and that you can keep coming back to. I would say for right now, I would go with this styling to a T, right? This doesn't require like major styling stuff. And I would do this little style trim right here that's going to get rid of the transparency. It's going to even it out. You grew a year. That's amazing. Now let's dial it in. Let's go through and clean it up right down here. And then I would also look at a nice little fade of the sideburns and start it lower. I generally give advice on starting your sideburns right at the top of this part of your ear. Is that the tragus? Something like that? Whatever that is. That little triangle piece, I would start fading it out right there. That would be my one. The only other way is if you wear glasses and the line goes to your ear, make it even with that. So the glasses are like your transition. So awesome. And normally we don't have this much time on a piece of advice, but this was a good one.
Hey, sometimes you gotta stretch your legs and enjoy.
Yeah. Yep. Have you tried? I have tried from Costco. Yep. Somebody sent it probably 2 years ago. Very solid. I don't think I would buy it personally, but it was very solid. Yep, very, very solid. Okay, the tragus, that's what I thought. And Shade, I believe, does piercing, so that would be it. Okay, so Brandon, final advice. Start a fade right here, okay, right at that tragus, and then and you can see it here. You do the Mayor's patented squint test. Here's your line, man. It's right there. You can see that it's like a nucleus of a beard with like outer shell just coming out. Boom. Couldn't you see it on that one there? That shape?
Oh, yeah.
Boom. That's clear as day.
That's squint test. It's an absolute example of how that works.
Cool. Brandon, this one is a must. You have to send in next week to let us know what changes you have made. Next week's going to be a traditional show. The week after that, we probably won't have any on-screen advice because we'll be in a different country. But next week, we would love to see what you have, what changes you made, if any there. So awesome. Hey, and again, guys, if you are excited, if you enjoyed this, if you feel like we're helping people, hit a thumbs up on the stream for us. If you're on your phone, hit the X in the top corner, hit the thumbs up, then hit live chat to come back in. It really does help out, so that would be appreciated.
What time zone will we? We'll be maybe an hour or two behind, I would think, going west enough.
You think that heads over in the water? It's close, yeah.
Jamaica was not, but
okay.
But it's more west towards Mexico, I believe.
Okay.
We could use an hour or two, maybe.
Yeah, it'll be close.
Yeah.
It'll be real close. We are going to the Dominican Republic. So let us know, guys. Somebody look it up real quick. Is Dominican Republic Eastern Standard Time Zone? I'm gonna guess yes.
I'm in Central or Central.
Like Chicago time.
Yeah, or even Mountain.
Mountain. Okay. All right. Let us know which one. I have zero confidence in my answer, but that's what I'm gonna go with there. All right.
Same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same time? Boom.
All right.
Let's go.
Roasted.
Bomba Beard's down in Florida, so he knows that.
All right, this is Angel P. I am 27 years old, and I started my freedom beard journey March 15th. I am officially out of the Army as of June 2nd. My now daily routine is in the morning, I use My now daily routine is in the morning I use beard oil, rotating oil blends every 4 days. Heated brush, then light re-oil. Then in the evening, I use light beard wash, oil, then butter. My beard goal is to let it grow for the amount of time that I was in the service, so 8 years and 6 months. With the exception of trimming my mustache for my wife, any advice would be greatly appreciated.
Awesome. So first off, thank you for your service. Thank you for sending in. And we're getting like different answers out there. It is Punta Cana, yes. We have never been, either of us, so we're very excited. It's me and Sam, Steve, and Betsy, and it's a retirement celebration. Very, very excited for this one.
/ company retreat.
Yeah, exactly. We will be live streaming and we will be writing tax write-offs for this. Bomba Beard says that it is, and that's Merino. His family is there. It's EST. Perfect. Okay, so let's check this one out. Freedom Beard. Use beard oil, heat, brush, all that. My goal is to let it grow for the amount of time I was in the service. Wow, 8 years. That's amazing. With the exception of trimming the mustache. All right, so trimming is off the table.
Correct. With that goal, that's main. All it is little things along the way.
Asking for advice on styling. Anything that pops out to us.
And overall, keeping it healthy.
Yeah,
feeling
absolutely.
Good.
If there's something we notice. Awesome, man. Fantastic beard. For some reason, I was expecting you to be much older. But yeah, we definitely have some advice for you. Not much, because you're doing really, really well. I'm going to kick it to the mayor. I think he's got stuff loaded here.
First word I heard or thought of when I saw your beard was healthy. It looks really well. It looks very healthy, so we're going to kind of skip over that. I know you said no trimming, but you're going to want to keep the corners cleaned up over here in the neck. I think just a little bit. You can just it's a little low there. Yeah, Dan's showing you the kind of line. Not much at all, and that's at a spot that's not going to have a huge impact on the 8-year beard that you're growing. Other than that, if you're not trimming, it's just about a matter of making sure you're drinking your water, making sure that you are applying oil regularly, brushing. And you did mention your mustache, keeping that trimmed back. I just want to, as that gets longer in year 4 or year 6, you're going to, if you still have the mustache that long, it may look a little bit different when your beard's down to your knees. But overall, like I said, again, my first thought was healthy, so you're doing the right things.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. Really, really good. Very healthy, dialed in style. I agree with the mayor. I would not consider this trimming your beard. This is just a cleanup. This is just cleaning up your neck, lining it up here. So I would go right here, just like the mayor said. The only other bit of advice I would give to you is if you're not touching the beard, I would focus on the haircut and the head hair here. I love the style, right? Shades of the military, of course, but then also it's like seems like a little bit getting away from the military. I would look for a nice fade, especially around the ear right here. I want to see a separation of this beard, right here, and the head hair. I think that would look fantastic, and it's just going to make that beard pop. Dude, you have strong genetics, strong base here. You're going to grow 8 years. And
how thick it is with the red beard,
yeah,
it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, and it matches Clover's right. Matches his hair perfectly. Well on his way, absolutely. Yeah, I've heard people say reach terminal, right? I want to go until I can't go anymore. Never heard a long-term goal of 8 years or anywhere near that. That's wild, man. So thank you for sending in. I don't know if we've seen Angel in the chat at all, but that's going to be a cool one. Keep us updated. Maybe 4 to 6 months from now, send an update. Let's see the growth. This could be a fun journey to follow.
And then again, obviously, in 8 years, when we're still doing this show, we'll also like you to send it in with the whatever method we're using at that point in time. Yes, please.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have 1,500 viewers at once, and we'll have a method that is revolutionary to be able to hear everybody and get in touch. Technology would be so crazy. It's so crazy.
There are things just develop so fast.
Yeah. All right. So you think it'll look like Jimmy from Ruddy Man? No, I don't think so, Donald. Jimmy from Ruddy Man more has that Eric texture, right? It's kind of curly and like intertwined. This one I think is going to be pretty straight and pretty like much more, not in a bad or good way, but much more dialed in. So yeah, I don't think so. I think it'll be a little bit different than that. Is that a phone?
That's you don't have to turn off my watch sound. I never have it on. Okay, I'll take it. I'm just turning off my watch. It's like just the sound.
The house phone. I remember house phones. All right, taking vitamins. I'm sure he is. That beard is looking so good. So good. All right.
All right, this is Nicholas F. I've been loving my beard up until recently. It used to feel so strong and looked thicker. I did a small transparency trim a couple weeks ago. Took off maybe 1/4 of an inch in the bottom, not the sides. Ever since then, it has looked funny to me and misshapen on the sides from the front-facing picture. Despite not even trimming the sides at all, even thinner than in some places, I noticed a lot more shedding than usual when I groom. Even when being as careful as possible, my diet hasn't changed much and my water intake may be even more than before. I'm hoping it's just an awkward phase, but what do you think? Should I just let it keep doing its thing?
Okay.
So we'll go over to Nicholas's pictures.
Yep.
I just thought of actually when we were in Connecticut, I had just kind of trimmed beforehand, and I told you as we we're going home, I'm like, man, I had to ride out a beard that I wasn't super happy with it after like what my trim was, and it did get back to where I wanted it, and that was the first time I think because we were traveling that I had just left it alone.
Yeah.
You know, and let it. Sometimes it feels weird, but it'll get back to it somehow.
Yeah, and I don't think it came, no, I did it recently, a trim video. Mayor went against my advice. Never trim right before an event. Give yourself a little bit of time, because you had to go through like your biggest beard weekend ever.
No, for sure.
With one that you were uncomfortable with the front on and stuff.
It was a live and learn, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So that's a good little tip from experience there. All right, Nicholas. First thing I would ask you, and I do have a video coming out on this in the near future because there's brand new evidence coming out of Harvard. Amazing. I can't wait to share this with you guys. Do you have increased stress in your life? I would highly, highly, highly bet that there is some new or increased stress that you had. You've been loving your beard up until recently. It used to feel so strong and looked thicker. Did a transparency trim, and now it looks funny and misshapen. Okay, that could be with the trim, but thinner in some places, possibly the way you trimmed it. We'll take a look here. And I've noticed a lot more shedding than normal. That shedding, and you told me that you're not drinking less water, your water intake may be better than before. That shedding is going to be from something. It's going to be from a change of diet, a change of exercise, possibly seasonal change, but there's probably not enough time for that right now because nobody's going through like a super extreme change right now in season. I would highly, and he's super dialed in. Okay, so Nicholas, this is 100% with zero wiggle room, the cause of what you're going through right now, with provable evidence in a video that I'm gonna come out with soon. There's literally a new 2021 study done from Harvard on the impact of, on the cell level impact of stress on hair. So just wait for that, man. That's your cause right there. 100% that is your cause. So try to adjust that stress. Know that your beard will bounce back once that stress has subsided. But let's take a look and see what we got going for the beard here. Awesome, man. All right, so you did transparency trim, feelings are up. Dude, your beard is absolutely epic, strong as can be. You have a white wife beater under this dark beard, and it still looks awesome. The transition, you guys, right here from the beard to the head hair with that little dangle hanging out the back, you're killing it. That mustache is legendary. I guarantee some mustache comments are going to come in the chat. Looks absolutely amazing. Thank you, Ben. But Nicholas, Mr. Brazil, Mrs. Brazil, if you're watching out there, super supportive wife, it's the stress. And I can tell you that with 100% certainty. 100%.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say no one is looking at your beard and thinking all those things that you are. I know that's tough to get your head frame, your frame around that, but that's the truth. Is that in all things, we base so much of our value on what we are in other people's eyes, but really we're not in their eyes most of the time. Most of the time they're not thinking about us; they're having their own adventure, thinking about themselves too. So I can't just say change your mindset, but I just want to put that little bug in your ear that truly we're our own worst critics. We say that a lot in the show.
Yeah.
And that no one is. Everybody's look at that amazing beard, guy.
Yeah. Cedric said that stash though. Check out the stash. Love the mustache. Right? I like it. Dude needs to be in a bath spot for sure. For sure. And yeah, getting sick can definitely. I made that video on that recently. Dang, looks very strong. All right, dude, I feel like he could kill a beard stat. Yeah. Oh, wow. Hey, Alley Cat, thank you very much. Holy cow, nice beard, bro. All right, that beard, the stash has its own zip code. Killer beard. Beard is on point. Head hair is killer, too. Beard is solid. Beard and mustache are epic. Hey, absolutely. And I know, I love that hair under the hat. That was kind of what I was rocking in my mullet days, but it just got so hot and sweaty. And I know people complain about that with the beard, but for some reason, I don't ever feel that with the beard, but I did with the head hair. So my head hair is thick, real thick. So Nicholas, dude, the mayor said it well. Nobody else is noticing those things that you feel and you see. No one, ourselves included, and we look at beards every day.
And that doesn't mean there aren't differences. For sure there are, but like,
Yep.
if you can take that piece of work, kind of that,
The cost.
what are they thinking of it?
Yep.
Out.
So you're good, man. Lower that stress, breathe a little bit, drink a Mountain Dew. You'll be okay. You'll be all right here. All right. And yeah, here's a good perspective as well from Jay, Mr. Wolverine. Stop looking in the mirror. Trust me. I've battled with myself regarding my beard and very strong OCD. I had to learn that no one is looking as close to my beard. It's true. Yep, it is true. Thank you, everyone. I didn't think stress would impact it so much. It is arguably, and actually, you guys are making me like give away my video. I say the two biggest impacts on your beard's health in a common, normal, right? I'm not talking like acid and fire and stuff, would be stress and water intake. 1 and 2. Easily 1 and 2 there. Stress will wreak havoc on you. If you don't believe me, look at like presidential terms and the president when they start
before
and
and
then when
after.
they finish. It's wild. Absolutely wild. So looks great, man. Absolutely looks great. Boom. Okay. The segment everybody's been waiting for.
Question time.
And we do have some saved already. So guys, please drop a comment with your questions in the chat. Can you use beard balm for mustache wax? If it's strong enough, if it fits your preference, sure. It just depends on it. I would say most mustache wax or most balms are not going to be anywhere near the hold you need for a mustache wax, but there are a few out there. So yeah, just depends on your preferences. Get this one, man.
I enjoy backpacking.
Pause.
Nope.
We gotta enjoy backpacking. We've got Moose Hikes in the building right now.
Oh yeah.
Who is in the middle of his hike from Mexico to Canada. Woo.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is big.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's hiking, like backpacking. It is. People are really starting to enjoy that. I think COVID got us all inside for so long that it is really nice to be in nature. We're gonna be able to do that here in a month too. All right, so I enjoy backpacking. What are your thoughts on using a rinseless shampoo, not a dry shampoo, followed by an unscented oil when on the trail? Now, as you're finishing your bite,
Yep.
rinseless shampoo. I know that there's dry shampoo. My wife uses one for her head hair.
Do you know what a dry shampoo does?
Where exactly?
So dry shampoo is something that you put on, and it's essentially a powder that collects all of the grease, all of the moisture,
All the
and
stuff.
then all the stuff, and essentially like it leaves a film on your hair, but it feels dry, and you can kind of like shake it out a little bit. It draws everything in. It goes, vroom, and then it leaves like a weird film feeling on
like
it.
the sawdust the custodian puts on the
Pretty much.
throw up.
Pretty
Okay.
much, exactly. Now, a rinseless shampoo, I don't know how that's different than a dry shampoo. Ken, if you're in there, anybody can explain what the difference is between a rinseless and a dry shampoo? For me, I don't see any way that would be a good idea
Yeah.
because if you're not rinsing it out, all the stuff that's on the beard, the purpose of a shampoo is to remove stuff, right? And if you're not removing it, if you're just making it solid or whatever it is, and then you put an oil on over the top, you're compounding the problem. I would say just don't wash your beard if possible, or use whatever, I know this is harsh, but use whatever soap you brought. Just use it very sparingly, once a week, something like that. But I can't see in any way, shape, or form where a rinseless shampoo would work. I don't think that would would work at all.
You know, it makes me think of leaving, and we know there's leave-in conditioner.
But you rinse that out.
Right.
Yeah. So that's a huge, because if it was a leave-in conditioner that just sat on your beard and never went away, I would say never use that.
Yeah, the solid bar wash from Whiskey and Hardtack is something to think about too.
Maybe he can't.
Fair enough.
If he there's certain places that you can't have those kind of things. Rinseless is a liquid that you apply to hair, then towel dry. Yeah, I don't think that would work. I can't imagine you would be able to get that all off your beard without rinsing. So my advice would be to either not wash or use the wash that you're able to on the trip, or if you're able to actually rinse something out, that solid beard wash bar from Whiskey and Hardtack. They only have 1 cent right now available, so if you want it, get it right now. Even though they might be on Monday Commands Corner, but great question, unique one there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nicholas. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Always interested in your routine as you're hiking too.
Yeah.
Because that, just bare bones. What do you find you have to do, and can you let go?
Right.
As you're doing.
And I do have a video on that. I recommend going unscented. I recommend just, if you can, stick to wash and oil. Don't bother with butter. Don't do any of those other things. Just wash and oil. Hey, Moose, gonna miss the retirement stream? Yeah, guys, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be live. I'll probably launch it right after the stream tonight. Thank you, man, so much. I appreciate it. It's not an end. It's just the start of a new chapter that's gonna be more than ever. So, absolutely. All right, thanks for the advice. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome, Brandon. Okay, question. You got this one, man?
Picked up my first small round brush lately. The plus heat seems to be great. For styling out waves and making things look good. Any drawbacks to a round brush? Keep it in mind. So is he talking about the heat, like the blow dryer brush, or no?
Like
just a regular,
a round brush and using heat. No drawbacks whatsoever. You want to make sure you're still using a comb, because you want to get down to the skin. You want to exfoliate. You want to put that product into the pores. Not so much with the brush, especially with your beard. I know your beard well, but no, there's no drawbacks to it. It's perfectly fine. Yep.
And round brush is not really something that my beard has been long enough to really utilize.
Yeah, it would only be like a problem area.
Yeah.
And his beard isn't far off from yours. If you remember, he's the one that had the pew pew in the picture.
Okay,
the real styled one. If I use mustache wax, do I need to wash it out every night? I recommend, if you use any actual wax product, wash it out. Not rinse, but wash it out. You will never get rid of wax by simply rinsing. And I don't want you applying oil with wax in your beard. You're just going to be trapping stuff. You don't
your skin to break out.
Yeah. You don't want to do that for sure. All right. Should Bearded Mac bar soap be used once a week on beard stripping? Yes. No more than once a week. I like to strip once a week, once every other week. But no more than once a week. Once again, I got a video coming on that. I'm loading up on videos right now because we have 2 vacations in the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks. And so I got to get ahead on stuff. But that's another one of them.
All right, we got it?
Yep.
This is Brandon. He said, at what point do you stop brushing with a bristle brush? That's how I finish off my styled beard. And I would say, if you have a technique that's working for that, there's no reason, no rules that say you can't use that horsehair bristle brush. It is a tool throughout the course of your beard, but extremely important for the guys just getting started as they're looking for that exfoliation as well.
Yeah, because you don't use one, right?
Never.
So Brandon, you're there. You're totally fine. It of course is a preference thing, but yeah, you're there, man. You're good to go without it for sure. Okay. Let's see more here. I think it ought to be called temporary rinseless. Don't you rinse in the morning? If you're hiking, maybe you don't. Like maybe
water's.
You got to understand, like a hiking trip, it can literally be days and days without a shower, without a rinse. So yeah. What do you think about leave-in moisturizer? Dave, I would assume that that's a leave-in conditioner. Moisturizer is not usually a term that's used in beard care because moisturizing is for the skin, not for the hair. So I'd have to check out the product. If you want to send me a message, I'll take a look at it and let you know.
If you were to say if you're answering it like he meant like a leave-in conditioner, what do you think of that?
Once a month, no more than once or twice a month for a leave-in conditioner. But the moisturizer has me worried, thinking that it's for skin. And there's a lot of companies that don't know what they're doing with facial hair, and they recommend things like a facial moisturizer on your beard, and that's not a good idea. And And the mayor actually is interesting, is testing these like big companies that are like really well known for like body products and face products. They don't know dog garbage for beard stuff, like proven. Like Jack Black is a good example, right? You were enjoying their shampoo.
Yeah.
And their beard oil, the first 3 ingredients are silicones.
Wow.
So they don't know anything.
Literally just had this conversation with a company.
Yeah.
I broke it down like this. When I grew my beard, my face, what I would say using a face wash for it, my face shrunk. My face is just my cheeks and my forehead. It is not the jaw. That's, so I'm not going to be thinking about putting lotion on there. I do apply it a lot, every day on my cheeks and my forehead and, by my eyes. But my face it doesn't exist as far as trying to get down there with a product specifically for it.
Yep. Does a stripping bar and stripping wash have different effects? Same effects. It just comes down to the pH level. Again, I got a video that's going to break down the specific numbers. But if it hits a certain level of pH, then it's a stripping wash. It's a stripping bar soap, does the same thing. The only possible difference would be as if there's an exfoliation additive inside of that, like walnut husk or coffee beans, something that gets in there and scrubs. Other than that, it's the same exact thing.
And just in case you're wondering, when we say stripping wash, we just basically mean it's like a restart. That it's a harsher soap that's going to take the built-up product out of your beard.
Yeah, and built up life, mainly sodium and dirt and stuff that gets in your pores, especially if you use wax and that stuff gets trapped in there. Can I use butter morning and night? Yeah, sure, absolutely.
You and I both do evening only.
Evening, yep, evening only, but there's plenty of people that like it during the day. My advice would be to rinse it thoroughly at night. You don't have to wash, but rinse it thoroughly before applying it at nighttime. But yeah, you can, for sure. Yep, he changed the name from conditioner to moisturizing. All right, send me a message so I can look at it, because, generally you don't moisturize the beard, right? It could be one of those things, the semantics and marketing and changing. If he changed it from conditioner to moisturizer, there's probably a reason there. The key thing with moisturizer, it needs to have water, right? A moisturizer is meant to retain water. You have to add water and then lock it in. The problem with a beard is that water evaporates, right? If you try to ever add water to a beard with a product, it evaporates. So that just leaves your beard feeling dry. I've never seen a product that adds water to the beard that actually works.
That's interesting. Again, some of the moisturizers, the face lotion I was trying were water-based. It's like a gel. It's like it's the thing. Only one of them was a good product to me.
Yeah.
The cheaper ones felt just slimy and weird.
And you're paying for water. Keep that in mind. You're paying for water when it's a water-based product.
Well, I didn't pay for it.
Yeah, in general, for you guys, not you specifically.
Well,
what are some indicators that one has reached terminal length? You die. Sorry, Jay. Most humans will never, ever actually reach real terminal length. So terminal length is at a point where an individual hair cannot grow any further at any point in its growth cycle, no matter how many cycles you go through it, right? We reach terminal length on our arms. Most of you adults watching right now, your arm hair is not going to grow longer. That's where it's at. It's reached it, and it's proved it with, 10 life cycles already for you? Our beard, we don't start until our 20s, 30s, 40s, and you're not giving it enough time. It's almost a myth when it comes to beard care. What it actually is a temporary stop. Is there a point where you feel like your beard isn't growing any longer? It's possible, but it's usually stress. It's usually trimming more frequently than your beard can grow.
Water.
Yeah, all those health things we talk about. So a real indicator is you're 70 years old, your beard has never gotten past your nipples, and it just will not get past there. That would be kind of the only way.
70 years old, shirtless, you got a tan line, and all of a sudden tan line starts going,
right.
It never gets farther away.
Yeah, so that would be the only way, but normally it's death. Because if you can grow a strong beard like yours, it's probably, your terminal length is probably like between 4 and 7 feet, truly. So yeah, there's a lot to it. What are some pros and cons of a butter with more than one butter? It's just personal preference, Austin, right? It would be like, what's the pros and cons of a beard oil blend with 4 oils as compared to 10 oils? it's not a like one size fits all answer for that. There are different properties and benefits the butters can add. So that is a good thing, right? Where your hair is experiencing different fatty acids. It's different like properties that help out the beard. But at the same time, most butters have a con to them. Shea butter is like nature's gift to butter. It's unbelievable. Then you get into the other ones that's like, ooh, I really like mango butter, but mango butter's tough to work with. It's hard. Ooh, I really like kokum butter, but it kind of stinks, right? There's always trade-offs there. What are your thoughts on African black soap? Super stripping, but great for a stripping wash. It's like pine tar soap. Same kind of way. Got this one there?
Is beard butter in the morning and night too much? Nope. When you start breaking, you got to look for signs. Anything that's too much is going to be subjective to each person.
Yeah.
So you got to look for breakouts and things like that when you're asking about too much.
Yeah, if you feel like it's not styling right anymore, if you feel like you're getting grease all over your phone and all that stuff, you're at that point, it's too much for your situation. Yep, that's a good way. Look for the signs. Would regular shampoo work for a stripping day? No. So, Tony, look, I can send you a video. I have a video where you don't want to use regular shampoo because guess what? They don't actually care about the health of your hair, right? They're going to sell regardless. If you guys want a really interesting read, look up OGX lawsuit, the letter OGX lawsuit. It is a head hair, very, very popular line of shampoos that was making people's hair fall out. Well, they got sued and the people won. So use beard products for your beard because it's intended for that. And head hair shampoo is not just necessarily more stripping. It has completely different base in most cases. Oftentimes beard washes are oil-based, right? There's a lot of oils that are in there. Head hair shampoo ones are not. So no, I would not use it. It doesn't translate exactly to a stripping wash. Now, are there some supernatural, like small scale head hair shampoos that are probably okay for a stripping day? Probably. You're gonna pay as much as a beard wash, so you might as well just go the beard route. That would be one, yeah. All right, yeah, Snaky, or Shaky Snaky, that's your new name. You are now Snaky. Give us some more info on the snake bite. I'm super interested. And don't you have a snake nickname?
Myself, like,
yeah,
that I'm known by?
Yeah, doesn't Chris call you Snake or something like that?
I don't think.
The company to be named later?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he does.
Snake?
Snake, I think is what it is.
Do you know why?
No,
What's up, Chris?
I know there's a story there. Chris, are you watching right now? Let me see if you're in here, because I believe there's something. You don't know the nickname?
I think yeah.
All right, we'll come up with it.
We'll get it someday.
Snake? I swear it's Snake.
Okay.
Something out there. All right, would you consider RDS Man a stripping wash? That one's a tough one.
It's right on the, I'd say slightly, just barely yes.
It's right between for me. I would not use it on a stripping day. I would not use it on a gentle day. I love RDS Man. I love Invigoration. I don't really super use their beard wash anymore because it doesn't have a spot for me. It's not a stripping wash. It's not a daily wash. So when do I use it?
So it's hard to get it in. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Way to articulate that.
Yeah.
That's what I never had the words for it.
Yeah. So it's not bad. It just doesn't have a spot for it. You know? All right, take care, Dan. All right, wish my nose hair terminal. Yeah, absolutely. And remember, terminal does not mean it falls out and stops. It just means that it's not growing longer anymore. Hey, TR, welcome. All right, take care, Dan S. All right, Snakey's okay. Shaky's okay. The snake died. Too funny. All right. Any other questions, you guys? If I missed any, I apologize, but I think we did pretty well on them here. And if you have anything, this will be kind of the last chance, and we got a couple more ones to go on advice. BABC has great shampoo and conditioner. They do. I helped develop their conditioner, actually. So yes, really good ones. And the only liquid stripping wash that I recommend is from BABC. Not the hog wash. They have hog wash that's for your hair, your beard, and your body. That one's more gentle. Their normal beard wash is stripping, which kind of goes against like the normal situations.
I'm 27, been growing about a year and a half. It
Nice.
seems like it's been the same length for a couple months now. Will it keep growing?
Yes. So that's kind of what we were talking about there. Lawton, after this video, after the stream, look up, has my beard stopped growing? And check out my video here. One thing to know is the law of proportionality. You're growing for a year and a half now. We're talking probably an 8 to 9 inch beard. That's substantial. As your beard gets longer and bigger, you notice the gains less and less, right? When you first start growing, an inch difference is huge, right? If the mayor were to add an inch of beard to his, it would be a huge noticeable difference. If you had an inch of beard to mine, nobody's probably going to notice, in yourself included. One way to combat that would be to take weekly pictures, same angle, same pose, same distance. I bet you it's growing more than you realize. And if it's not, it's something temporary like stress, water intake, diet, seasonal change. There's something that can be explained for it. All right, so what about Detroit Grooming Wash? That's another one that's pretty much like Ardius, man. I love Detroit Grooming. It's the best butter I've ever used, but I don't really use their wash anymore. It wasn't on my top products list. It wasn't because it doesn't have a spot for me. It's not a full true stripping wash, but it's not a daily one either.
I'd say it's more, same, agree, but it is more stripping than Ardius. And like I notice my beard feels like it's in my experience, and I haven't used it a ton. Yeah,
if I had to gamble and bet on money for pH, I would put Detroit at like a 6.5 to 7. Not quite stripping, but it's definitely not in the 4 or 5 like daily gentle. So, man, it's tough. Is beard shampoo and conditioner okay for your head hair? 100%. I use LCW from Beard Octane and the Solid Beard Wash Bar on my head more than anything else. I actually used the Solid Beard Wash Bar from Whiskey and Hardtack today on my head and my beard.
Just be mindful with that conditioner. If you use too much of it, your hair's going to turn into like, you can't even style it. Like it just gets too slippery.
Yep. Which goes for any conditioner. Head hair conditioner is actually more slippery, more sticking, more latching on than beard conditioner. All right, Mary, this is all
What do you think about a beard straightener? I think it's amazing. I work with Aberlite, have a discount with their Aberlite Pro is the best out there as far as straightening your beard. It is probably one of the big reasons I got into having a beard, because I was able to kind of master that technique, get more control over what it looked like. So I think it's a valuable tool for most beardsmen.
Yeah, Leo, great point here. When we're talking about an 8 to 10 inch beard, a ruler is probably the better way to go than just saying what it looks like. Great add-on. Thank you, Leo.
Sometimes I wonder if when you get into a humid season and your beard kind of just naturally pulls up a little bit, you might not see that. You might be wondering what's going on.
Great point. Mary gets to read and answer this question, and he gets to add on an additional one that we've been wanting to say for a long time now.
Okay. Any barbers in the San Diego, California that recommend to focus on beards? So, Jesse, we have a Facebook group called Command's Corner. Within that group, we have exactly what you're asking about. Now, I don't know specifically in San Diego, but we have a method where you can use a Google form to recommend barbers to share the love kind of thing. But also you can jump on a map and check out what's pinned in your area as far as beard barbers.
Yeah, absolutely. And good. And so, check that out. You will enjoy it. I may have missed it. What do you mean by stripping wash? So stripping wash is something that's going to have a higher pH level. It's more abrasive, and it's going to remove more things. It's going to get in. It's going to take out everything in your pores. It's going to get rid of everything that's coating your hairs. That's a good thing in moderation. If you overdo that, it's also going to start to take off layers of that hair. So it's all about doing it in moderation, doing it the right way. No matter what, I do not recommend stripping your beard more than once a week. I try to stick to once every other week when possible, but if I'm getting dirt, like we, for the last couple weeks, have been doing a lot of yard work and mulch in my beard and sweaty and all that stuff. I've been once a week. I will say the tea tree bar soap from Ardius, man, fantastic stripping one. It's in my shower right now.
It's a great body soap too.
I use it for everything. So it is taking off more than a daily gentle one would. So yes, I have not used head hair conditioner in probably 6 years.
Oh.
Yep. Absolutely not. The jerky tonight is the Dearborn Classic Hunter's Sausage Hot. One of the best of all time. It is.
It's good. I'll have one more since you bring it up.
Sometimes when you eat jerky, like as you go, it's like the first couple bites, like, oh, this is so good. And like, yeah. All right, yes. No, I crave every bite. It's so good. And the mayor hooked us up heavy on that one. What do you think about beard struggle, good or bad? This is my personal opinion and experience. if they were the last company on planet Earth and I needed beard oil and that was the only option, I would not use beard oil. There's no situation I would use that company's products because of my personal interactions with them. They went nastier and more like disgustingly trashy with their interactions than any company I've ever, like personal, family stuff. So yeah, I would not use them, recommend them in any way. And I'll probably never make a video on them because I don't want people to learn about them that don't know about them. Thoughts on long blonde hair, a dark red beard? Should I keep it? Should I dye it or keep it red?
We would never recommend dyeing. It just because we've seen so many guys on the show that have dyed and beard and the way a beard grows, like you just have to continue dyeing it or get rid of it, you know, or be multicolored for a long time.
Agreed. Ellie, is there anything I should keep in mind if I go to a barber instead of a salon? I'm tired of getting ripped off at salons. Great question, Ellie. So salons are more catered towards female clientele, more catered towards the pampering experience, literally where I was going there. Barbers are men and women, barbers and clientele. Not as much about pampering. It's still an experience, but it's more like chopping it up, talking, and Ellie, you're going to love the setting of a barbershop. As far as when it comes to like communicating with the barbers, we've actually had quite a bit of experience with barbers recently. No, I don't think so. I think you are going to love every angle of the barbershop. And I know you pretty well, so I think that you're going to really enjoy it. Absolutely.
And again, guys, I can't say it enough. The number one best way to get, whether it's head hair or your beard, to guarantee that you're happy is to have photographs on your phone and show them and communicate.
100%. Talk. Tell them. Don't sit back there. There's so many people that want to be nice and they feel like they shouldn't say things. Say things. I'm getting better at that. I'm not perfect at that. And it's something that we're growing. I know the mayor has too. I've kind of seen that journey develop as you've gone through with barbers. Getting in the pool every day is tough. The toughest. Yep, Marino, the toughest. And I know we talked about that recently. What's the best daily beard wash? We don't super like to give recommendations, but I'll throw some out here. The solid beard wash bar from Whiskey and Hardtack. Agreed?
Yep.
LCW beard wash from Beard Octane. Agreed. The daily wash from Alley Cat Drift. Agreed. Yeah. Those are my go-tos. I will also throw in Define. They got this really nice minty one. And then I'll also throw in the new Daily Mac from the Bearded Mac. Fantastic.
And I'm just gonna have this conversation real quick with you.
Yeah.
For me, mint is something that a product that I'm gonna use every day or nearly every day. I can't do it. I can't. I like a mint, like an oil, seasonally.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just in a shampoo or a conditioner, I don't like to smell mint every day for some. It's just
what?
Truly.
Oh no! If I can pick a wash, it's mint all day, every day. Oh, yes.
It just gets annoying. It's like it's weird that it does. Almost gives me a headache feeling.
So our head hair shampoo that Sam and I share when I'm not using the beard stuff is like the most amazing mint. She will literally in the shower put it to her nose and just smell it.
That's
and like,
crazy.
Yeah. Oh wow.
There's literally some that I marked down on this thing. Because it was
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Austin said, you're killing me. I love all these companies. Sarah will understand, Austin. It's all right. She's got you. Yep. She's got you. Barbers and cosmetologists are licensed at the same board, but their training and outlook is different. Agreed. Yep. Absolutely agreed. I tried Live Bearded's wash, just wasn't doing it for me. Didn't like the feel of it. Not sure if it's stripping. That one's more of a daily one, Marcus. I have theirs up in my shower right now. I like it. I use it. If I had to pick between that and LCW, it's a no-brainer. I'm taking LCW, but I do like it. I think it's pretty good. Yep. Yeah, if you can get to a saltwater pool over chlorine all day, every day. If you can get to a bromine pool all day, every day. Saltwater, bromine, those aren't great, but it's not chlorine. We've talked about that before. Chlorine might be the single worst, like, common thing that you do to your beard externally. Stress is internally, dehydration internally. Externally, it's got to be chlorine. It has to be chlorine, man. It is bad. Yeah. Honest Amish Beard and Body Bar 2 Stripping, yes, 100%. They have a great soap, but it's in here. You guys are taking all my videos. I make my videos because you guys ask good questions, so it always works out that way. If it is a soap, it is stripping. Period. Scientifically, end of story. If it's not a soap, we can have a different conversation. But when it has lye, when you go through the process of soap making, it is stripping. There's no possible way that it's not. You can't make a soap bar that doesn't have a pH level that's not stripping. So the Honest Amish Beard and Body Bar Soap is stripping. I love it for the strip. It's one of my absolute favorites. The heavy grit. Oh, goodness.
How do they make the grit? Is it like a walnut?
I think it's walnut. Yep, okay. I think theirs is walnut. So it's so good.
You ever had one with sand?
I have. I
got
don't
more
like
for body,
that.
more not for beard so much.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I love it as a body. I never really even thought
I'm too hairy.
Oh,
I'm too hairy. You got all this up here. Just imagine all the chesticles. Imagine the taco meat. Right? It's too much for me. Awesome. Pumice. Yeah, some use pumice as well. Yep, good call. All right, great questions, you guys. I love this segment on Wednesdays. Love it. Okay. Last one. And, Carlos saying there, yep. Yeah, I agree, Carlos. All right. Whoa.
This is Matt L. My beard goals are kind of undefined. This is my first time growing out my beard and the longest it has been in my life. I usually rock stubble or clean shaven because of my work. I'm a counselor in a drug and rehabilitation center, so I keep it short and clean cut. I'm trying something different. If I were to identify goals, it would be short to medium beard length, some style to it. I love the short fade around the sideburns to a longer length of my hair. My beard issues are that it is longer in my underbeard area, not in the facial hair. On my chin seems to be much slower pace, or it's just not growing there. I don't like that. It's kind of discouraging, to be honest. My mustache also doesn't connect to my beard. I have accepted this is a reality that it might not ever connect. My goal on the show would be to find a style that works. How to give it more volume because I use a boar's hair brush and keep it close to my face. I kind of want a more narrow beard, maybe defining my chin. I'm not sure, just open to ideas and wanting feedback on what to do with it because I'm new to this.
Love this. So I believe you had a conversation with Matt. Then you encouraged him to send him to the show.
Yeah, because, we'll take a look at what's going on. I wanted to see your feedback.
Beautiful. All right, guys, girls in the chat, give us some feedback here. Essentially, he's like, I'm going to grow it, but I want to come up with a style, right? I want to come up with something that fits me here. And he's talking about volume and talking about this. So, Matt, first thing, the volume is going to come with growth. There's nothing we can really do for volume right now. You just got to grow right now. But he wants to find a style. Do you have thoughts? You want open? What do you got, man?
You know what? We talked.
Kick questions to me. What's going on?
Basically, he does have very good growth in his underbeard area. Decent mustache growth, but it is significant.
It's prominent.
His chin is not growing.
Yep.
So I kind of threw out some ideas. Maybe we look at the couple of the growth.
Tony already has had and sent me, not just said it, you guys. He paid money. He's been using it, and in a matter of like 4 weeks, Tony has sent me evidence of this new growth. Now, this is extreme. Like, there's not hairs around that area for him.
Yeah, this is, Matt, you do have a unique growth pattern for sure.
Yeah.
So there's also the derma rolling that works for some people.
Yep.
I'm looking at getting some kind of hair in your chin area. I don't want you to take away your underbeard area, too much. You might, but with it at this length, I think you're going to feel more confident in your beard if you maybe did take some of the volume out of the back corners.
Yes.
And kind of just, not tons, but just kind of rounded the edge. And so that might kind of balance things a little better. And it's still truly, I think, a great look.
Yes. 100% spot on that last one. I don't like the term chin strap for it, even though I know what Devin and Ken, Mr. G, are saying. I think the best way is just to take some body out of right here. And just imagine a line coming across right here, just below where your jaw starts to wrap. We don't want to make it flat, right? I hate that when you see somebody's like corner of their jaw. Just enough down here. It's going to give it a little sleeker look and grows. if we get that chin coming in, then we definitely can grow more.
And what that does is it balances it. Because
Yeah.
what it kind of looks like, Matt, and I even asked you this, did you ever shave your chin? Because you had that density in the corners. If we take a little bit off, that it will, I think you're going to be really happy with how it balances out. And then it's just a matter of time. But really good question. You're a fair point that this is kind of a unique situation. But I do think if we get a little of the density out there, like we talked about, you'll be surprised how that improves. And I'd love to see a follow-up.
Agreed. And Flag is right as well. You would probably not regret just letting it grow. I rarely ever hear anybody say, man, I'm so bummed I let my beard grow.
Right.
I don't know actually if I've ever had that, but
the only way you get that is in slow motion. Everything else you can do fast, but
have we ever heard people regret trims?
Oh,
Have we ever heard people regret shaving?
dying.
All like beard dye, by the way. And
Yeah, you never really regret dying.
yeah, right. Yeah, who knows? I've never heard. That's an interesting statement there. That maybe there's even something in that to it for a video. Who knows? I've never heard somebody regret growing.
It's true. And then beards do, like, this is another one, an adage that we have. Beards teach patience. They absolutely do.
It's true.
Honestly, I've made mistakes, especially early on with my beard. And Dan, was nice enough about it or whatever. The next time it came around, I didn't. And that kind of slow approach and that the idea of don't make a fast decision that's going to ruin all the progress that you slowly, painstakingly kind of cultivated over time. That you can apply that across your life.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, so many of these, for sure, man, for sure. So, okay, keep us posted. Keep us posted. Ooh, Keanu Reeves, that's true. I do see that. I do see that. Keanu Reeves' beard. Yeah, there's something to that too, and his beard is iconic.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Jacob? Jacob, I got a bone to pick with you. I believe, Jacob, we were at the Barber Expo. You were there as well, but I don't think we got a chance to say hello. I'm almost positive.
I almost think I saw him, but you didn't.
I think you talked to him? Maybe? Jacob, let me know, were you at the Barber Expo? Because I feel like I saw you from a distance, and I literally tried to look for you, but I did not get a chance to catch you. Let us know, man. And I think Jacob, if it's Jacob that I'm thinking of, he's a barber too. Okay. So let me know, Jacob. If not, we'll catch you at the next one, man, for sure. For sure. All right. Yeah, Speedo, I try not to reveal too much, but you're exactly right there. Something strikes me. It's like a comedian. I listen to Joe Rogan, right? And he'll talk about something will happen and there's a joke, and then you got to flush it out, then you got to polish it, or you got to bring everything in. When you guys say something, or you say something, or something gets brought up, or I say it, I'm like, there's something to that. Then I got to polish it and say, have I covered this before? Maybe. Is there a new angle to it?
Value in it.
Yeah. So that's exactly that's funny that you see that. That is exactly my process. Mrs. C is watching with me and doesn't believe me that you guys talk with us as we comment. Good to see you guys tonight. Hey, Mrs. Christensen, welcome to the stream. You look absolutely beautiful in your picture, and your husband is a stud. So that is awesome. All right.
He doesn't say that to everybody.
No, I don't. Yeah, we talked about this in the stream. Oh, did I bring it up? I'm sorry, man. I did speak briefly with the mayor and Healthy Bearded, but you were too busy. I'm sorry, dude. It is a busy time. Like I take pride in like being active and working there,
but not me. That's why I was available.
Yeah, right. That's kidding. A lie.
I worked. It went so fast because we just never stopped.
There's
always something to see and do, and that's the way we both are, kind of like in our best world.
Jacob, I'll catch you next time, man. All right. One or two more, guys.
This is Andrew. What can I do to make my beard look better? I feel like the right side is uneven from the left side. My goal is to get at least 9 to 10 inches in length. I do transparency trims every 3 months, but feel like I always take off too much. Should I let it grow for maybe 6 months before doing another one? Any thoughts on how I can make my beard look better and have a better shape would be great. I also have noticed different brands of oils play a part in how my beard is styled.
Yep.
I used an oil that doesn't style well with my beard in these pics because I feel like it shows more of what issues I have with my hair.
You're spot on, Andrew. I talk about those in my reviews, right? Feel and beard, one of the categories is how does my beard style? That's important. There are some oils that just don't style well with my beard, And Chris, the accelerator smells like peppermint and lavender, mainly peppermint though. It is fantastic. Okay, how do I make it look better? What do we got here? Dude, what are you talking about, man? This beard
you
is
barely got on, yeah. You're almost a flex. Yeah.
You are thicker than a Snicker. You got a great little fade going on here. I love the curls, the texture.
Can you go back? Cause what are we doing with this?
He just wants to know how it looks better. Okay. He feels like that there's it's uneven on one side. He wants to get to a goal. What do we think here?
I think that I literally, and I do this every week for years, see nothing.
Yeah.
This is an excellent beard.
Yeah. The only thing, Andrew, I could think of would be getting a heated brush on your mustache and styling it out to the side so it's not kind of like wrapping right here on the corner of your mouth. I just think that's going to help your enjoyment of life a little bit more. But if this is you thinking an oil didn't work for your beard, goodness gracious. And Eric brings up, this is why we bring you guys. This is why we pay Eric the big bucks. Mm-hmm. You did say you trim your beard for transparency every 3 months. Maybe start bumping it to 6 to 7 months. I'm now more towards the Eric side of the scale than I am the 3 to 4. So maybe trim it less often.
Yeah.
Yep, man, that's awesome.
I wonder when he is trimming it, what is he seeing and what is he trying to achieve? Are you
transparency
going for that? Okay.
Yep. He said I do it every 3 months for transparency trims, but he feels like he takes too much off.
He is right. I mean, he is short beard, medium beard into long beard.
Right at that time.
And when I think about transparency trim, we typically don't talk about them in people my length of a beard. So that's something to keep in mind. It needs to be like gravity needs to really be a part of that beard. I think for a transparency trim to work.
Yeah, absolutely. And somewhat related to the last one, so we'll bring this up because you had kind of offered the derma roller. The derma roller is a whole world of its own, and it is an abrasion. It's a micro abrasion, and it's something I don't feel comfortable with recommending styles. Oscar, look up Dancy Bearded Derma Roller. I have a video. I include studies. I actually include the history of derma rolling and everything in there. I'm going to default to that. We don't like to give advice on stuff that is with those abrasions. And holy cannoli, TR, my man. I may not be able to attend your celebration Friday due to work. I want to drop this now. Man, thank you so much. I have to go back to work now. Next time I'll be able to sit for a stream probably Monday. Awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you. Revelry. I've heard that word. What's that mean?
Isn't it revelry like the trumpet revelry? When they're used to use them sounds and music to announce attacks and stuff.
So a new thing? All right. I love learning new words, you guys.
How was it used?
The best of luck during the revelry.
The celebration.
Ah, that's what it is. Thank you, TR. You're a man. You are a man.
Just needed the context.
You're the man. Does anyone out there have a white beard that looks better with dark shirt? Dude, I got a video coming on this too. Yeah, you got to figure out what I feel like myself a dark shirt on me looks better. Interesting. Generally speaking, a dark shirt shows more transparency on a white beard, but maybe yours
it pop
is.
If it's really white.
Yeah, if it's really white and it's really quality, that contrast can absolutely make it pop. So yeah, absolutely. Hey, Travis, Celtics are playing. Keep us posted. I am really curious on that score. That's an amazing series. Absolutely amazing series. So yes. All right, SDZ, he said me. Okay, so SDZ's with you there with the gray beard as well. Very cool. The fun festivities. All right, that makes sense. Hey guys, we're gonna attend the revelry this weekend. I like that. All right,
I'll be there for some revelry.
2 more, I think, officially.
This is Chris B. So technically, this isn't beard advice, but it relates to directly how it affects my beard. So I figured I would get some advice. I have longer hair that I'm still growing out, and a medium to long beard that I want longer. With the long hair, I have issues with where the beard sideburns meet the hair sideburns. I'm thinking of going to my barber and getting a small taper just above the beard sideburns. This first picture is one I found online of what I'm talking about, and the next ones are of me. What do you guys suggest? Any advice on the beard in general is always appreciated. So he wants balance. He wants them to work together better and kind of have a good, nice transition.
I feel that. Thank you, Ray.
And it is harder with long head hair and a beard. Getting that right. there's things,
Yep.
challenges.
All right, Chris B. So this is what he's looking for here, and this is where he's at on the beard. And he wants, again, he feels like he wants to separate it, right? He wants to get rid of it. For me, Chris, I've talked about this in a recent video. I think the different directions of the hair is separated. I do not like this style for your look.
And that,
at all.
That style means they did do a
bald fade.
Like or very close to bald fade.
Oh, no, that's a bald fade. That's his skin there. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's 100% a bald fade. Yeah, that is bald fade, but also...
Are you talking right here in that line? Yeah, that I've never seen. That's kind of, yeah. You don't want to
so
do
it's
that.
a fade. It's a bald fade into the beard. And then there's a segment of your hair that would have to take out above the ear. If you
That's the only thing I would say. What if you just took that segment out?
No. I don't like that. Not for your look here. Not for your look. If you showed me this picture and said, give advice on my beard, I might say clean up down here a little bit. I am not touching this area, and I'm sure as heck not going to this. You know why, Chris? To maintain this look, that's a weekly maintenance. A weekly maintenance. So, yeah, I would not. I agree with SDZ. I was trying to find the right way to say it. SDZ, you hit it on the head. Too trendy. I don't think this will stand the test of time.
Not practical.
It's a young college chasing chicks look. This would have.
It's game.
This would have killed it at the Barber Expo. Would have killed it. But I don't undercut. That's what it's called. Good call, G Funk. So yeah, I would not.
Yeah. In order to get what you're talking about, you would have to have some short hair above your ear.
Yeah.
And there's no way around that. Right?
Yeah. I like the way it is. I think it's either your head hair, you go shorter entirely, if that's what you're looking for.
Right.
Or you just leave it the way it is.
If he did all the way around and a slight fade instead of like what this guy did, and kind of like, you know how my hair has the blend.
Not with long hair.
But yeah, I'm wondering what that would look like.
No, not with long hair. You're either gonna go like full Viking, because you go like with the sides, or you're gonna go like Mohawk territory.
I've never had long hair that I could pull back, but what if he pulled it back up higher and brought it? Is there a way that you could do with that even? You
can do like the full man bun thing like that, but I'm not a fan of that.
And I don't think that would get him what he's going for anyways.
I don't think most people are fans of that one. So no, I would not. No way, because for yours, right, you go shorter, but there's a natural transition for your hair, right? It doesn't go boom, boom. I'm not a big fan of those big ones. The problem is my sideburns aren't as long as the rest of my hair, so they don't go into the ponytail. Okay, I see what you're saying there. All right, so that is super relevant. Thank you, Chris. So he's saying this part here does not get ponytailed back, in that it locks. So essentially,
he probably does have sideburns actually back behind his.
So he probably has to constantly tuck them behind his ear. All right, Chris, hear me out, man.
Where are you gonna go with this?
Hear me out. If you're going to make it, leave it as is, or go big and completely lose the length of the hair.
Yeah.
Completely. I want family members see you and their jaw drops to the floor. I think you would look younger. I think it would look amazing. And I think you go with a style that is much, much shorter.
The fact that you sent in with this question says it is an important thing to you to do. And so that's that I completely agree with Dan. I wasn't going to say it, but Dan, I'm going to second that emotion.
And I only said it because of that add-on. Mm-hmm. And he says, yep, constantly talking. And I could see that. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
I mean, straight on, you might as well not have any hair. You've got the pulled back, right? But it doesn't, if you want, that look is only going to be improved, I think, with us, like what Dan's talking about.
Travis, I agree. If you could go with a part, if you could go with the mayor style hair, ooh, I think that would be nice. Let's go get it. Go shorter up top, and the beard will pop. That rhymes, and I agree, Michael. All right. What about a hard part just below the frame? Okay, what about a hard part just below the frame of the glasses to the top of the beard, sideburn, no fade? Okay. So, saying get rid of this.
As soon as I hear hard part, I just think maintenance.
Yeah, I'm not
that's all the way down.
Yeah. Okay. So here's Jacob. You could do a higher under 2 if that helps. Not exactly only leaving the top, Okay, disconnect. Yeah, I see what you're saying there, Jacob. I say go, and I even thought about this, Devin. That did cross my mind to like jump in.
I mean, but I don't.
You got a
think
lot of
so.
hair.
I think
Yeah,
if you're still growing hair that well, you need to do something with it.
You do have a lot of hair.
Celebrate it.
Yeah. So I would say
Revelry.
consider the mayor style hair. Consider some other kind of hairstyle. So that would be cool. Yeah, and if like I said, you could go full Viking. That is absolutely an option. You could go full Viking. If you go full Viking, it is mandatory that you braid it up top. So essentially what the Viking look would be is you get rid of all of this. Then you're just left with like the top portion here, right? My buddy Ron has this look. But I would love to have you kind of, serious, real talk though. Okay. How did this not cross my mind? If you did want to separate the beard from the head hair and get rid of the portion that's tucking behind your ears, a mullet would accomplish that. It would.
Yeah.
And mullets are literally in. That's not like a joke. That's not something funny. They are in for sure.
Regardless, I think we need an update.
He loves the long hair, so I think that's out. All right. Oh, man.
Well, then we start.
I would leave it alone.
And
or
it's a priority thing, you know.
Yeah.
You have a great beard, and the line between your head hair and the beard it's a detail, but it's not a big deal.
Yep. If you love the long hair, my dream would be for you to go for a full mullet. That would be amazing. Absolutely amazing, especially because you said you don't normally have it in a ponytail. I would live vicariously through you. I miss my mullet. Sincerely, I miss my mullet. So, yeah, I think that would look really, really nice. Yeah, really, really nice. So, yep. All right. I definitely have a mullet. Nice. Please, no mullets. Oh, and that's not a joke. And here, we have actually the largest mullet competition in America in a town that's only like 15 minutes away from us. It was on ESPN last year. So, I love that. Did I tell you they approached me about buying the competition?
No.
The owner asked me to come in and then wanted me to buy it from him. I politely declined.
How much do you want?
I didn't even get to numbers. Yeah, I didn't even get to numbers.
Start your own. Well,
Right,
it depends
right.
on how much legs it has.
Right. All right. A mare mullet. Ooh, that would be nice. That'd be nice.
Maybe only in theory ever.
Chris, we need to know what you choose. We need to know what you go with
See
here.
it.
That was a good. We've had some tough ones tonight. Tough ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've challenged us.
Hey, what's
And
up,
it's only
Donnie?
through talking about it, a couple of them that I had to really have a moment and to get
And
it.
we needed their feedback.
Appreciate that, guys. All right, this is Hunter.
Last
This
one,
is our
guys.
last one. Hey, Dan and Mayor, I'm submitting this on behalf of my buddy Hunter. He's kind of shy, doesn't like to take first steps for any help. Maybe you guys can just give him some tips and advice. So just general advice.
All right.
All right, so head hair, beard, you're not going to need to define the difference between the two. You've
Yeah,
kinda
I
done
love
so.
it. I love that's another kind of like trendy, cool thing right now.
So for me, I think your neck needs cleaned up. You don't have to go too far, but we like to use the Adam's apple, and you're well over that. So yeah, where Dan's drawing that line, that can all go away, and that is going to have a huge impact. I don't know much more that you would need to even do.
I think it's just a general cleanup all around, right? I would love to see, and I rarely recommend this, but I would love to see your cheeks cleaned up a little bit here, that cheek line. I would love to see the line that the mayor was pointing out coming around the side right here. And then, if possible, I would only do this, Hunter, with a barber. A little cleanup around the edge. You see these guys just hanging out. You got really nice coverage, great density on that beard. But I would just kind of go around the outside just a little bit. And then I would clean up those outer edges for sure. Just kind of going through those. But it looks really good, dude. I love the contrast of the head hair and the beard. Even if it's just for the purpose of separating the head hair and the beard. Like you said, we don't have to worry like where it's at there. So just a little general cleanup on the outside, I think it's going to make a big difference for you. Cool. Beautiful. Anything else there, Mayor?
Nope.
All right. Boom, you guys. Thank you. That was a cool one.
Yeah.
That was a really cool show. A lot of like unique one. Like never had to consider these things. Never thought about these things. Chris B, you challenged us in a great way at the end. And that was fun because your beard is epic. And we didn't even have to consider the beard. It was just like that transition area. So, yeah, that was a good one.
You guys are challenging us. You know, sometimes I wonder, like, are we ever gonna hear all the questions? And I don't think we are. There's always a new angle. There's always a different variable situation.
Yeah.
Everything.
Thank you, Chris. He said you guys saved me from a bad haircut. Yeah, I think SDZ was right. Trendy. You got to be careful. I think you can get away with trendy the younger you are.
That's exactly right. It's the same thing with your style, your fashion, the big logos, or your Kanye West. You can get away with it if you're Kanye or a young guy. The big stuff, the avant-garde, it's not a 35 plus game.
Absolutely. Hey, Friday, 8 p.m. We're gonna party. We're gonna hang out. Who knows? Maybe I'll invite some people to come on stream and just relax. I got to find a way. And if you guys, I'm going to set this up. I want people to come on stream, but I don't want it to be like a train of people congratulating me because that's not what I'm doing this for. I don't want that. I just want to hang out with you guys. Friday's literally my last day. I will be leaving that building for the last time. And then I want to hang out with you guys. I'm going to go to dinner with my family, put my kids to bed, put my wife to bed, and then I just want to breathe and party and find a way to like hang out without having people on stream saying, congrats, Dan, you're going to do it. Like, I just don't want that, right? I want to be fully transparent. That's not the reason why I'm doing this. I'm actually we're leaving work, and one of the people at work sent this like long retirement, like leaving note, and I messaged the mayor, and I was like, I'm not doing that because I don't like that acknowledgement. So we're going to hang out. We're going to have fun, you guys. It's going to be awesome. Brandon was another one that had a beautiful challenge for us. All right, but I've been a member. Man, that's crazy, Brandon. All right, he said that his member perks, are you on the right account? Because Brandon, it shows up under my memberships. I'll take a look at it. I don't know why it would be doing that for you, but your name does show up under memberships there. So, if you can, maybe reach out to YouTube. I'll see what I can do on my end, but I've never heard that one before. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. But yeah, guys, Friday, 8 p.m., Sunday, 9 p.m., and then, of course, Monday, 9 p.m. as well. Mayor, any other knowledge drops for the people?
When we're back next Wednesday, we'll be out of school forever, for the summer at least. And I look forward to that. It is a little bit more relaxed vibe. Not too much else. Check out Beyond Bearded on Sunday. We're talking summer vacation travel. We're going to do like feature the world's largest attractions from different places.
I'm excited for this. The thumbnail's amazing.
Kind of nonsense stuff. Like well, I don't want to give anything away.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. The mayor was like, tell me if this is a dumb idea. And I was like, no, this is awesome. So I think everyone likes that stuff. So that'll be cool, you guys. It'll be a good introduction to his show and his vibes. So check it out. He's got some new equipment that he spent good money on and upgraded for you guys to have a better experience. So check that one out. Please send in. Encourage your friends to send in the show. Tonight we had the perfect amount of entries, the perfect amount of questions. beardadvicelive@gmail.com is the email. Include a couple of pictures of your beard, different angles, and then give us a write-up and explain your goals. Explain what issues you're experiencing right now and any relevant information that could help us give advice to you guys. So send in, encourage others, beardadvicelive@gmail.com. We would love to have you on the show. As always, it's 100% free. You don't have to pay to get involved. You don't have to pay for advice. We just want to help people, and it helps us as well. We really enjoy Wednesday nights.
We work on YouTube. We live on Instagram. If you want to follow us, Dancy Bearded, at Mayor's Beard Journey. Gives you a little bit more of a glimpse into what
background,
we're chilling.
Family, behind the scenes, all that stuff. So it's cool. And we're both even more so diving into Instagram and showing more of our mindsets, showing more of our other life. So that's what that's for. All right, guys, reach out if you ever need anything. Hope you guys have a great end of the week. We know we're going to enjoy it, so we hope to see you guys on Friday, Sunday, and Monday again. Life is good. All right, later, guys.